Hello all OCR economics students looking to sit paper 1 and paper 2 examinations for the full A-level course. Remember, your paper 1 is just going to be microeconomics, your paper 2 is just going to be macroeconomics, but they are structured exactly the same way. In this video I'll go over the structure for you, but I'll also give you some really useful tips to help you smash these examinations when they come your way. Let's go straight into the structure of both paper 1 and paper 2 exams. Well, they are both going to be 2 hours long, so 120 minutes for each paper. Very useful to know the minutes to then allocate minutes per question. You're going to have 3 sections in your papers. Section A will be a data response part of the paper. So you're going to have extract material, maybe it's text, maybe it's charts, whatever the data might be. You're going to have a variety of data to look at there. All the questions within Section A are compulsory questions. You're going to have a series of short questions, and in total they will add up to 10 marks. So things like identify, a simple explain question, maybe state, maybe calculate something very simple there. A variety of questions worth 10 marks. You'll then have 2 evaluation-based questions, an 8-mark evaluation question and a 12-mark evaluation question, maybe based around the case study. Don't be fooled, I'm going to comment on this in a second, but they don't all necessarily require you to use the case study, but they might do, so look out for that in the question as well. But they'll be in the data response part of the paper, within Section A, where you've got extracts to help you. You then move on to Section B. In Section B, we'll have 2 evaluation-based questions. You have to pick one of those evaluation-based questions. Both questions are worth 25 marks. So you've got to pick one of those 2 in Section B. Section C is exactly the same style. You'll have 2 25-markers, you have to pick one of those. It will be an evaluation-based 25-mark question. So after Section A, you'll be writing 2 25-mark evaluation-based questions. Crucially here though, there will be no extract material whatsoever to help you. You will just need to come up with your own examples, you'll need to know your own stuff and just go basically. No help with any extract material there. What about my tips? My tips are very simple here. The short questions, be quick. Don't waste any time. They're not there to confuse you. They're not there to kind of make you think really hard. They're just simple questions that you need to answer, given exactly what the wording is in the question. Nothing deeper to think about. So 10 minutes. No more than 10 minutes to answer those questions, no matter how they are styled. 10 minutes should be your target time. The 8-marker within Section A, 12 minutes is my target time for that. The 12-marker, 18 minutes. My recommendation is before you start answering the question, look at the clock, set yourself a target time. When do I need to have finished this question by? It's important that you do that because you don't want to fall behind in Section A when you've got Section B, the 25 marker, Section C, the 25 markers still to come. You need to leave yourself adequate time for those 25 markers. So stick to these timings, very important. Use the extracts one in Section A. They are there to help you, they're there to guide, to refer to for application. So use them well, but just bear in mind whether you need to use them. There are some questions which might be quite generic, which do not necessarily require the use of the case study. Maybe it's just theory that you need for analysis and evaluation. Depends. So read that question carefully to see whether you need to. If you do, use the extracts well. If you don't, and maybe the extract is helpful, then yeah, use the extract well to guide you with your application, to back up your points on both sides of an argument, perhaps. Then you've got the 25 markers. My target time for both the 25 markers in Section B and in Section C is to leave yourself 40 minutes for each. 40 minutes needs to be your target. Then you can write a damn good 25-mark answer here. And you know that you're going to have the depth in both analysis and evaluation to score. So that's my recommendation there. Choose wisely. It's so important that you pick the right question. A question where you can hit all the core skills. You know, you can nail your definitions, you can nail your analysis, your evaluation, and you've got application for as well. So that's my tips for paper 1 and paper 2. Throughout this playlist, what we're going to do is cover the exam technique for every single question that can come up, both in paper 1 and paper 2, but also in paper 3. So stay tuned for the rest of the videos in this playlist where we look at specific exam technique for the questions that will come up. I'll see you in those videos.